Welcome to Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Indiana Pacers and the New York Knicks. This is where rivalries heat up, legends rise, and every possession counts. You're watching Ginulat ang Mundo, where every play tells a story and every game shakes the basketball world. The crowd was in absolute disbelief at the end. You could almost hear the gasp across the arena. Jalen Brunson couldn't contain his frustration, and Karl-Anthony Towns was out there flexing like he just unlocked God mode. He even winked at Halliburton. This was Game 2 of a firecracker playoff series between the Indiana Pacers and the New York Knicks. And right from the opening tip, the energy was electric. Pascal Siakam wasted no time lighting up the scoreboard, dropping 11 straight points to start the game like it was his personal highlight reel. Tyrese Halliburton fed him a dazzling transition dime, and Siakam rewarded him by going 5 for 8 from the field in the first quarter. The Pacers surged ahead by 10, looking like they were about to run away with it early. But New York wasn't about to roll over. Their dynamic backcourt duo, Jalen Brunson and Miles McBride, caught fire late in the quarter, combining for 19 points with less than 3 minutes remaining. Brunson tried to sell a foul with a dramatic flop, but let's say the acting didn't win him any Oscars. Refs weren't buying it. With the Pacers cooling off, OG Anunoby added 9 crucial points for New York to cap the first period. By the buzzer, the Knicks clawed back and taken the lead 26-24. Pascal Siakam already had 16 points, carrying Indiana on his back. Then Karl-Anthony Towns entered beast mode. He muscled in and earned one over Pascal Siakam and flexed like he was auditioning for a Marvel movie. He even gave James Johnson a little tap of attitude, but Siakam wasn't going to let him steal the show without a fight. He responded with a bucket of his own. Towns, who had been quiet in the first, erupted in the second quarter with all 10 of his first half points. He sparked a 9-0 Knicks run that had Indiana stumbling. But the Pacers didn't stay down for long. They bounced back and took the lead again, 41-40. Halliburton was still struggling, just 2 points in the first half, shooting 1 for 6. But Brunson picked up the slack for New York. He dissented Indiana's defense with silky smooth mid-range fadeaways and turnaround jumpers. By halftime, Jalen Brunson had 17 points, Towns had 12, and together they combined for 29 points of New York's 52. The Knicks held a slim 52-49 lead going into the break. The second half opened with a statement. Towns shook off Miles Turner for an easy and one to give the Pacers the momentum. And just like that, Halliburton started to find his groove. He nailed 5 quick points to swing the lead back to Indiana. The intensity didn't let up. OG Anunoby drilled a corner 3. Halliburton responded with a step-back triple. And then Cap returned with a favor with another 3-pointer of his own. It was a shootout. With 4 minutes left in the third, Brunson tied it at 70, proving once again that one-on-one defense just doesn't work against him. He hit another fadeaway and then made a hustle play to save a loose ball that led to an easy Josh Hart layup. The third quarter alone had 17 lead changes and 15 ties. That's how crazy this game was. Siakam was still cooking with 32 points, including another and one. Then Brunson pulled off a slick step-through move to knot things up at 81 heading into the fourth. As the final quarter began, Indiana came out with a full court press, and it worked. TJ McConnell showed off his court vision, finding Ben Shepherd wide open for a top-of-the-key 3-pointer. The Pacers' defense stiffened up too. In one brutal possession for New York, they missed 2 shots that clanged off the side of the backboard. When Brunson finally got New York back in rhythm, it was still Indiana up by 5, 94-89. Then, it was Aaron Nesmith's turn to shine. His Game 1 Steph Curry impression returned as he stayed hot, hitting 4 of 5 from field and 2 for 2 from deep. Down the stretch, Brunson answered back with a cold-blooded three-pointer. Mikal Bridges followed with a tough baseline fadeaway. While Nesmith had been the hero in Game 1, it was Miles Turner stepping up big time in the fourth, tallying 11 points in the final for him alone. With Pacers leading 103-97, Haliburton made the clutchest of clutch shots, a deep three right in Brunson's face. Then he stared down and pointed at Reggie Miller's hitting court side. The entire Madison Square Garden crowd went dead silent. Indiana now had a 10-point cushion with under 2 minutes left, 110-100. Desperation mode activated. New York started hacking Mitchell Robinson, hoping the Pacers would crumble at the line. He hit 1 of 2. Brunson refused to go out quietly. He dropped 5 straight points, giving New York a 7-0 run that cut the deficit to just 3 points, 110-107. But then came the moment that sent shockwaves through the fanbase. With under 20 seconds left, Brunson drove to the rim, absorbed contact, and got no whistle. He lost it. You could see the frustration in his face as he turned to the ref and let out an unfiltered burst of emotion. With just 14 seconds left on the clock, Josh Hart sank 2 clutch free throws off a beautiful assist from Brunson. But Aaron Nesmith got fouled in the next play and calmly drilled both free throws to ice the game. The Knicks opted not to call a timeout. Brunson tried to go hero mode one last time, but his shot missed. And that was it. Another dagger, another Indiana win. Final score, 112-109. The Pacers are now up 2-0 in the series. The Garden was stunned. The Knicks were frustrated. And the Pacers were looking more dangerous by a minute. Buckle up, this series just turned into a war. Like, comment, and subscribe.